Good morning, it's Tuesday, June 21st, and it's day 95. I forgot to mention on Father's Day, the 19th, that it was the 19th of March that I started, so in a way it was a 3-month milestone. I mentioned yesterday that there's not much going on this hike, and I'd probably make it a multi-day video. But then I realized if all goes well today, I'm hitting 1,000 miles towards the end of the day. So that deserves its own video. And shortly thereafter, say tomorrow, I'll be in West Virginia. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And these are not big hikes. I mean, they're 15 miles each day about, because I'm trying to pace myself. And then Thursday, I'll be in Harper's Ferry. And this all kind of occurred to me when I was sitting in the tent last night. I don't know, I must be the most disconnected person on the trail from this trip. Because like I didn't even realize Harper's Ferry was in West Virginia. And that Maryland was like 25 steps right after. So I started feeling a little better about things last night when I realized Virginia's going to be done. I'll be at 1,000. I'll be in Harper's Ferry for a short break with Honey Baby. And I'll be in Maryland right after that. And then Pennsylvania. So my spirits brightened a little laying in my tent. I was feeling very much like going in my tent last night after dinner. I just, it was just about 7. And it was just something about getting in my tent and just kind of having phone service a little bit and catching up a little bit and just being cozy and alone. I slept like a baby with some momentary interruptions of noises that probably woke me out of my sleep that I thought were bear or whatever. So I went to bed really sore last night. Now I haven't taken Advil or pain relievers in weeks. A, they're not great for your kidneys and liver. And B, I just haven't really felt like I needed them. Even though I've been in, pain every day. But for whatever reason, last night I popped 2 Advil as I was in my cozy tent. And I gotta tell you, within minutes I felt better. And pain relievers usually don't have that effect on me. I guess you get kind of a tolerance for them or whatever. But man, I felt better. And even though I only took 2 Advil or ibuprofen, I woke up this morning and I felt a little better as well. And then I threw my inserts in my new shoes because yesterday I didn't wear them. And so far I feel pretty good out here on the trail. It might be a combination of all those things or a good night's sleep. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay this morning. It might have been the encouragement of getting out of Virginia that had a psychosomatic effect. But yeah, so I also mentioned I was going to do a multi-day video, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just post individual videos, and maybe I'll turn Honey Baby's 3-day weekend into a multi-day video. Anyway, I got to do like 15 plus today to get to the shelter that I plan on staying at. And then today's Tuesday, so Wednesday I have another hike. I'll stay at another shelter, and then it should be a quick hike into Harper's Ferry Thursday. And I'm hoping Honey Baby was calling the place today to see if we can extend our night earlier for me alone. So hopefully I hear about that later. The place is called Armory Quarters A. The reviews seemed a little sketchy. Some of them seem really good, some of them seem sketchy. It looked like a pretty old historical building. So if it's just old and historic and aged but clean, that'd be nice. Because it's right in town. Everything's walking distance, so that part's good. So I suspect it's a pretty, it doesn't have all the modern amenities, but throw me a couple rocking chairs and a refrigerator with beers in it, and I don't give a shit where I stay as long as it doesn't have bed bugs and herpes. couple videos after my sister-in-law's birthdays. It was June 15th, and I kept thinking to myself, making the video, that date stands out in history somehow. What am I forgetting? Whose birthday am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Realized it was my 35-year anniversary at my company. I was hired 35 years ago, June 15th, or started. Nobody even reached out and gave me a call or an I miss you. Jeez, what a country. So it started raining and I decided to duck into Rod Hollow shelter to have lunch and wait it out a little bit, stay as dry as possible. Hopefully it doesn't last long. So yeah, and I found this pavilion and I can sit here in peace and have a little snack. Forecast said it's not supposed to last too long. We'll see. Look what I just found. I'm gonna take a match to that motherfucker. This so-called roller coaster section is a little more of a pain in the ass and annoying than I imagined. It's just after that rainstorm, and I wasted like an hour taking my time and eating and whatever. I underestimated like how much of an impact that had on my schedule, and I was just kind of relaxing this morning. So now it's getting late in the day and now I'm humping fucking mountains, and it got humid and hot after that rainstorm. And it's just always fucking dark and depressing in here. And I'm coming up on 1,000 miles, and it's probably one of the more depressing and least exciting moments that I can remember. But maybe I'll look on it kindly tonight. Right now it's just kind of like, it's just been I still got like 5 mountains to go up and down, so it's annoying as shit. And I need water. Just, I wonder what the 1,000-mile milestone animal is today. Was it that box turtle? Usually it happens after I hit the mileage marker. But we're out of new animals pretty much. Unless I see a bobcat, cougar, coyote, or something attacks my tent tonight. Maybe I'll see a beaver, bearded clam, or geez, maybe even a starfish. That'd be nice. So 2.1 miles to Sam Moore Shelter. where I'll hopefully grab a tent site. I just watered up, so my pack's full of water. I was kind of thirsty, not just kind of. So I passed 1,000 miles, watered up. It's 4:30. I've been going slow today for some reason, just kind of cruising and relaxing at the pavilion while it rained. So I should be in at the site by 5:30. There's a couple roller coasters coming up, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, it'll be 15.3 for the day. And I'm looking ahead till tomorrow. And something about the same for Wednesday. Looks like there's a lot of pointless ups and downs coming up the next few days. But I haven't heard from Honey Baby on Thursday and whether I have a room or not yet, which means I'll have to call the Quality Inn. Oh, this looks like a shit show. Better put the phone down. This fucking roller coaster. I have this saying I tell everybody else on the trail. No matter what the situation, the trail has a way of giving you a final fuck you. Whether you're heading into town, or you just got out of a nice view, or you're leaving a state like Virginia right now, this fucking roller coaster, or whether you're going into a shelter, it just seems like at the end of the day, there's a final fuck you to make sure you hate your life.